Zenga to complete the lineup. They're ready. They're off. This afternoon's feature here at Pontefract is the Weatherby's Digital Solutions Pip-Along Stakes. And leading the field for this listed event early is Espresso in a yellow-coloured jacket with the grey Mary Salome down along the inside. The Winter Oaks winner, Alla Gala, is a little wider out of Zenga, who races along the inside, currently in 4th place, and that one keeping company with Purple Pay, the favourite, the green sleeves and cap as they whiz around their first turn. Further down the pack is Love Interest, who's in a grey-coloured jacket up around the outside of Gorla, and in rear, the final two, Fall in Love and Held Up at King Mania. So making the journey all the way back towards us, and from here they have around about 5 furlongs left to travel in the Pip-Along. They're being led by Espresso under Joe Fanning, little more than a length in front over Mary Salome and Alla Gala, with Purple Pay nicely positioned a little wider out of Zenga. Back in at 6th spot is Love Interest as they now begin the climb back towards home. Gorla is over towards the inside running next, and still in rear both Fall in Love and King Mania as they're now galloping on towards the entrance to the straight, and from here 2.5 furlongs left to travel in today's feature race. It is Espresso looking to make all here. Alla Gala on the outside beginning to mount a challenge. Back in behind them, Purple Pay is now being shaken up deeper out of Mary Salome as Espresso tries to kick here, making the run on towards the final furlong. Espresso giving it a good go from Alla Gala in second. Purple Pay down the outside. Gorla running on over towards the inner. They still haven't got to Espresso yet, but there is still time for the closers. Gorla with the white face is thundering home in between runners. Purple Pay down the outside. Gorla gets to the front, and it's an Irish winner of the Pip-Along. Gorla got to Espresso close home. Without wider, Purple Pay. Zenga was staying on. Alla Gala and King Mania were the next two.
Yeah, Gorla wins for Gavin Cromwell. PJ McDonald on board late in the scene. Beats Espresso far side for Charlie Johnson and Joe Fanning. Back in 3rd place was the favourite Purple Pay for William Haggis and Tom Marquardt. Yeah, what a massive success this filly's been, hasn't she? Well done to Gavin Cromwell and the connections. They've plotted this path across to Britain to find the right opportunity for her, and they've done exactly that. She's a filly that's won 6 times now in the last 18 months or so since her first career win. She took ages to win a race. Her first win came at Navan for Garvin Donnelly in October of 2021. Switched across to Gavin Cromwell's yard. She won 4 times last year, and she's obviously stepped up again this afternoon to win this listed race. Fair to say that Purple Pay clearly hasn't performed to her best. She was uneasy in the market. She's had every chance. She came there to win a furlong out, and she was just a bit one-paced, so she's not performing to her very best. Espresso's given it a good shot out in front, but Gorla really well suited by the stiff mile. She's a strong stayer at the trip, and Pontefract, an easy ground and a solid gallop, has played to her strength, and she's picked a path up the rail and got there in time. From stall 6, Espresso gets across that rail. Yes, the runner-up and the winner both sort of race on the rail for much of the race, don't they, on the inside rail there at Pontefract, and it's something we see frequently being an advantage here. So PJ McDonald quite a way back. He has to pick his way through the pack up the home straight. I think there were moments where maybe things could have gone wrong and doors could have closed on him, but he's managed to pick his way through and get her into stride in time. And given the way that we know this filly stays, she's won plenty of races over 1.25 miles on some stiff tracks in Ireland as well. When she came there surging inside the final furlong, the writing was on the wall. The winner's rate at 93, the second 88, the third's 107. Yeah, she doesn't run anywhere near that. No, she's got nowhere near it, actually. And she went to Australia in the spring, didn't fire there. At least, if you're being positive about Purple Pay, yes, it's well below her best, but it is a step back in the right direction after some flops in Australia in the spring. And you know, in some respects, it's the start of her season, really, isn't it, for her? Fall in Love was disappointing. Fall in Love, very disappointing. Yeah, she's not a very big filly, and you know she's just not run any sort of a race as she's starting out in the UK today. But late on the scene, Gorla, Espresso, they'll be a bit gutted with that because everything went to plan, got the lead uncontested, set the right tempo, travelled well, and has just had her pocket picked a little bit late on. Yeah, Gavin Cromwell's got one later on. in Earls, who's not without a chance. I'll watch the head on you. This one was Fault of Love. We never got into the hunt at all. Watched off the final pen. Likewise, King Mania, who's always got a mark of 81. After this, can go back into calmer waters.
Yeah, I thought that Mary Salome ran really well for a long way as well, didn't she? She's only rated in the 70s, and she was still in there pitching for a place inside the final furlong until that lack of class really told on her late on, but she ran a solid race. But no, she's a really likeable filly, this, isn't she? She's got a great attitude, and she's just progressed out of all recognition since that first career win. I think she took about 15 races to get her career off the mark, but since then she's not looked back.
Okay, let's tie up the full result for a feature.
Yeah, an interesting race, wasn't it? The first two raced against the rail on the far rail the whole race, which may or may not be significant. It was a very steady gallop. 13.97, 12.59, 12.65, 12.76. So Espresso really dictated a very steady gallop and got her own way out in front. Just been reeled in by Leath, who was 9-1, Espresso 11-1, Purple Pay 7-4 favourite back in third. Maybe it was best to be on the rail. Mark Up King Mania was sat in last, going well, turning in. The way the race was run, had absolutely no chance, but ran on pretty strongly in the closing stages. 1:43.96 the time. That's not too bad in the end. 2.26 outside standard, and slightly better than the other two times on the day.